I heard that structure is one of the essential keys to obtaining your goals. Having a vision is great, but what are the key steps, you know? What do you do? Can you help me? Lately, I've been trying to create better habits to get as much done as possible. Life has definitely been a grind. One thing I've learned this year is if there's anything you want in life, is just to be consistent at it. I honestly haven't been going out at all lately, unless the occasional baby shower. It's tough to be in the same routine over and over, but to me, something like creating content like the one you're watching now is fun. But my routine every morning at 5 a.m. is to wake up and go to the gym. And I'm not saying you have to do that, but for me, I'm excited. When everybody's still asleep, I feel that I'm one step ahead of everyone else. And it's a great way to start my day. And knowing that I'm one step closer to getting back to my peak body for summer. But not only that, it's how I feel when I'm at the gym. To me, it's a great way to relieve stress and just be inside my thoughts. It's like if you went to the spa, it's my me time, you know? So in this video, I want to show you guys my plan on how I will become the person I've always wanted to be. One of the things I really hated doing was cardio. It was just so boring to me, especially running. I do a lot of weight training at the gym, and it could take a toll on my body. So adding something that was hard on my joints like running was no fun for me. But what I discovered lately was walking on a treadmill. Currently, I'm doing 45 minutes 6 times a week, and next month I'm going to add another 10 minutes 7 times a week. At first, I was intimidated by the sound of it, but what I've learned is if you start small and slowly increase your time, it wasn't that bad. Now it's kind of weird for me to say, but I sort of enjoy it. I just put on my favorite YouTube videos and just watch it as I do my cardio and time flies. And the reason why I'm telling you guys my cardio routine, even though you might not care, is because the person I want to be has a nice body, he's PSR, poolside ready, and after cardio, I would do some stretching and some mobility work. Because if you guys are older like me, you definitely have to start doing it. We aren't in our 20s anymore, so we can't get away with not doing it. It just makes me feel like I'm taking care of my health, but also longevity in the gym, if that makes sense. And after that, I would do my strength training. Probably the most favorite part of my day. I've been going to the gym for many years now, and it's become my daily routine. I fell off once during the pandemic when all the gyms were closed and I basically lost all my muscles. So it felt like I was starting all over again. But it's been a couple years now since it reopened, and like I mentioned earlier, it's a great way to relieve stress, and it's my alone time to just be within my thoughts. And of course, the most important, I love how it changes your body and makes you feel more confident. After the gym, I would go home and take a shower. Probably the best feeling in the world. If you guys go to the gym, can you comment down below if you can relate? I work from home these days, so I don't prep my clothes like I used to. But I still try to dress up decent, because I found out it does make a huge difference in how I feel about my day. I'm not sure what it is, it could be a mindset thing. If I were just to change back into PJs, I feel lazier, you know what I mean? Maybe because it's the clothes you wear when you go to sleep. One thing I love about working from home is I don't have to meal prep anymore. To me, because I weigh out all my food, I tend to be more anal about how much everything is. So it was always just easier for me to meal prep and bring it to work. Also, I used to work in San Francisco, and I'm sure like any other major city in the world like New York City, everything is just so expensive. We did have a cafe in our building, and my coworkers would spend $15 on a meal 5 times a week. Yo, that's $75 a week, and that's just for lunch. And I know him and I made around the same salary, so I had no idea how he got away with it. But anyways, that's besides the point. Working from home gave me the luxury to cook at home, which is great. And I basically eat the same thing every day. When you're dieting or cutting, aka cutting weight, it's just easier to know exactly what you're eating and how much of it without thinking about it versus eating something new every day and trying to figure out the calories for this and that on the calorie app. It's just time consuming and takes away from your productivity, in my opinion. Some things I think about a lot is just having more gratitude about being able to afford to eat healthy. We all know eating healthy sometimes isn't the cheapest, but I feel like if we want to protect our health and longevity, we really need to make it a priority, especially when we are getting older and it really does affect us. Follow Bring the Shreds for all your fitness needs. Since I do most of my work at home, I try to make sure my workspace is nice and clean. No random stuff just sitting around everywhere. Not only do I want it to look aesthetically pleasing for myself, but I also feel like I perform a lot better when everything is nice and tidy. Even though I spend most of my time at home working, scripting, filming, editing, currently right now in California, it's actually raining. But I'm hoping once it's all done, I can start going outside and enjoying the sun. Most of my cardio and activity is at the gym in the mornings like I mentioned, but once the weather gets better, I really want to make an effort to go outside and get some fresh air. Being inside all day can't be great for your health. Plus I heard you're supposed to get like 20-30 minutes of vitamin D. I don't know. So those are usually my daily habits. Every single day, there's always something going on and there will be ups and downs. Sometimes I don't feel my best or most productive, but I know that as long as I continue these daily habits and routines, I will eventually reach my goals. I told some of my friends this year I just really want to take a break from going out. I just want to stay in because my vision is to become the person I've always wanted to be in the next 5 years. And I know by doing so, I'm going to be way ahead of them. Because I'm going to stay focused on my long-term goal and not chase those instant gratifications. I am making a temporary sacrifice for long-term success. And I'm sure if you're watching this right now, you want long-term success too, like me. So who cares? Just be the loser just for a bit. And I say that because when your buddies are going out every weekend, drinking and relieving their stress over that 9 to 5 job that they hate, but hey, it pays the bills, so that's what keeps them there. However, we are at home, locked in on what we need to focus on. Because 5 years from now, we're going to be so far ahead of them. 1 year of pure focus will get you ahead, I promise you. So, what are you waiting for? Let's get this bread. See you on the other side.